Am I losing my mind, or is every single thing that is new worse than the older thing it's trying to replace? We're fed these upgrades like corn to a cat. And I know what I like, and it's not this new thing. It feels like we are driving our planet off the cliff of a better planet. And how far do we have to fall before we wake up?
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
We're on the Nikon Z6 III, of course, 40mm/22, glimmer glass engaged, standard color science, HD, 24 frames per second. Take that to the bank. Purchase announcement, and then we get into all this stuff. I'm about to buy the 26mm 2.8 for this. We'll do a little vlog test, and that will tell me if that lens is good enough to buy the ZR to replace this camera with. A lot of things could be happening. And then if that's good enough, goodbye Fuji, goodbye everybody. So the main thing that sparked this video, and we're gonna talk about how DaVinci Resolve is making all these upgrades, but they seem to be worse and worse, and they're breaking things. And I've been talking for years about how cameras are getting worse, like we're going for higher resolution, but we're losing slow motion. Philip Bloom made a pixel boost camera. That's what it's called. Super slow-mo cam, and he's like, we used to have like slow-mo, and I was looking back, every camera had it. All our phones were doing 960 frames per second. We had a bunch of old cameras like Nikon 1-inch mirrorless. They were doing like 1,000 frames per second. My first camera, the Canon SX50, did 240 frames per second. The resolution was pretty bad, but whatever. You're telling me like the R6 Mark II can't do 240? What the hell are we doing? All our old lenses were perfectly capable 3D pop masterpieces, soothing portrait style, and then now the new stuff, it just attacks your face, and it's like, what the hell is that? I'm old. And you have to literally buy a cane to walk to your vlog because you're older now with wrinkles. No thank you to you. It's just, how many times, why are we scattered so much? Like PayPal, just to get my money, you know how many times they have changed where the location of that is? Just like, get my money. It's like, where's that now? It's like 4 times I've had to look for that in a new place because they updated the UI. And YouTube has effed my life more times than I can count. Just so many things, like, oh, where's that now? How come I can't see my subscribers under this? YouTube is the worst one. I used to be able to hover over your name and see how many subs you had, and like your info would pop up, and they got rid of that. And I used to be able to search for a certain comment. If I get a hater comment from Joe Jabron, and I'm like, oh, that's a bitch. Is this guy always like that? So I search for his name, and then all his comments come up. Can't do that anymore. Nothing comes up when I search Joe Jabron and his hate. So it's like, all these upgrades are fed to us, but like, just stop changing everything. Why is everything so new? Windows 11, when I go like press the start button, it used to be start button here, and then shut down was right here. Now it's start button here, shut down's over here now. Go look over here. Just, what are you doing? Who's in charge of like just changing everything? Why? You get used to a thing like in your home. Imagine your wife just changed the furniture around once a week, and you come home, you drop your keys in the toilet, and you're like, where's that? Oh God, the cat litter. Ah. Let me show you 4 ways DaVinci has ruined my life once again and made things worse than they used to be. Less fast to operate, unintuitive. 4 changes, there's 5. But the 5th one, that gets me pretty hard. That's user error on that one immediately. We'll see it. Okay, here are some examples of my life being ruined in real time. I used to have favorites here somewhere. They were all out here, and now I have to click to get them. It used to be no clicks. Now it's 1 extra click. One of the worst updates I've ever seen in my life. Say we have a little visit from the Canon Cribblehammer, and he wants to punch my face. He does that sometimes. So, you know, he starts out of the frame, you do a little keyframe, he comes in, and then boom, over here, he's mad. those keyframes used to show up right here. So I could snap to the first one, snap to that one, no problem. But now they're not there at all. They're up here, and they're so tiny usually that you can, I swear they're zoomed out. Yeah, they're, shut up, shut your mouth. So I have to click over here now to snap to where he was. And it's just, every time I edit this sequence, I'm annoyed because it takes longer and it's less accurate, and I gotta like zoom in, and then it's like too far zoomed, and none of the scroll wheels work, and it goes too far, this layer's too thin. God, it should be out here. And like, why did you ruin it? It was right so easy. Something that was driving me crazy, I often copy attributes. Say I just want to copy a color grade, I make some adjustments to it, and then I want to copy it over. I go over here, and then Alt-V, we're pasting attributes, and in this new update, for some reason, they would select everything that they think you want to change, because it was different. It would be like some random thing like this, and then the audio as well, the volume, and every time I was like, oh my god, I don't want the volume, I had to uncheck this. And so eventually I got used to Alt selecting just the video and copying that and then pasting. And then, as you're seeing now, they removed it. I was getting used to it, and I was actually enjoying that they only selected the things that have changed. And now I have to start over from scratch. Like, okay, just the color correction, apply. But if this was like I'm doing a side-by-side, and like this is what I wanted to save, because I often do this, like, oh my god, how many side-by-sides do I do? You're so sick of it. So like, if these were here, oh god help me, I want to copy and paste. It was a great little setting now that all those were remembered. It was like, oh yeah, position, the crop, and now it's gone. I was so used to it. So like, you actually did a beneficial change and then you took it away, and I don't know where to find it. Where would I even find that? I looked in the preferences, I read this whole thing. User, editing, I was like, which one is it? I have no idea. In DaVinci 20.2, I showed you that this was ruining my life, this sync lock thing. And I was like, I can't believe they changed that. But then one of you found the fix, and it was like deep in here, preferences, user, editing, and it was retain sync and avoid overwrites with ripple edits. That was turned on, and that was ruining my life. And it's not obvious by reading that I need to uncheck that. And then now it behaves like the old system. So thankfully, I was able to undo your bullshit lies. But like, why was that on by default when I updated? Like, just have that something I need to read a book to find. A lot of you were saying that speed ramping is like so much worse now. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how to do it, but real-time speed, no, I don't know. But apparently, like, so many of you are like, this takes so much longer now, so many extra clicks, and it's like, what are we even doing? Like, you're updating things, but they're much worse. How about you update the magnet to stop syncing to my transitions? Stop. Ignore these. I want it right there where the clip starts, you dick. Why? Stop snapping to the ends of these transitions that nobody wants. There should be a little button up in this little menu hidden deep that says, Magnet, ignore transitions. Where is it? How about when I'm searching for cats on a dolphin, you let me use these damn files that are WebP. These WebP images I can't use in DaVinci. I remember when we couldn't use GIFs, GIFs. It becomes really annoying when you're searching for these like transparent files, and sometimes they're WebP instead of PNG. This one, see, it looks like the square. Oh, that's a transparent image. Cool, I'll just save that. It's WebP. Oh no, so you save it and then you try to bring it into DaVinci. You want to see it happen? Oh my god, they actually did it. Thank you, DaVinci. Wow, you can do it. Don't mind me. I really appreciate that you fixed that. You did it with the GIFs, and now you did it with here. They do listen. Sometimes they just save your life. Ah, good for you. that cat too big to be believable? Oh, boy. He's still kind of big, huh? And bright. He's too bright for the scene. Come on, you'd believe him if he was there. Leaning over the edge there, a little color grading. Just down, sample that a little bit. Come on, he's part of the scene right there. Oh, you're seeing that. Come on. Then you have to animate him. I put so much... Oh, God. Those keyframes are the worst. This is how I do it. This is literally how I do it. Like, I remember, okay, do that. Okay, he was roughly here. That's why my animations look so ghetto. It's just bad news all the time. Oh yeah, he's on the sidewalk. Why does this keep happening to our world? And who's doing it? Like, if you find something that works, stick with it. Make minor improvements, like the ergonomics of a button are easier to press now. Don't change where the button is. Like, I bless you, Sony, because you keep things the same at least. Most of your cameras are the same layout. On-off switch on the thing, except a lot of them aren't actually. The ZV-E1 changed it, the FX3 very different, but your mirrorless hybrids at least. It's like everything is pretty much the same. You could get used to a Sony and then upgrade your camera. It's like, yeah, I remember all this muscle memory. Okay, it's a slightly different position. It's actually better. My thumb fits that better. Whereas like Fuji, God, every time it's like on-off buttons over here, now it's over here. Dials switching around, all kinds of back button, no longer direction pad. Like so many things changed where it's like, this is not even the same system anymore. You might as well switch from Fuji to Leica. Remember the good old days? You know why they called them that? The good old days? Because the older days were better than the newer ones, because the newer ones dive off the mountain of the planet that we should be on, but we're not. Everything just gets worse. Facebook? I see it now, I'm like, what is this? Why is Meta AI my best friend in the contacts section? Who the hell is that? Why would I ever want to talk to you? How do I delete you as a friend? You've never said happy birthday to me. This is my Facebook homepage. Right now, it's a big ad and then two smaller ads beside it. And like none of my friends are saying anything. It's only ads. And you scroll down and then it's reels that I never watch, would never watch one. Then suggestions. Where's the people that I know? Who the hell is this? What the hell is it? I don't watch sports. What are we even doing here? Another ad. This is just ad book. There's not, oh hey, I'm in this group. Nature photographers who wish they were videographers, of course. And then sometimes that'll be the first picture, but then it's more people. I don't know these people. I don't know one of them. So dear company, stop scattering my brain. I don't need to rewrite those highways. I was used to a thing and it worked. And it's more important to keep it the same and familiar. Remember that place we used to, it hasn't changed a bit. Wow. And it feels good, doesn't it? To return to something that's all good. If you go to my neighborhood, pretty much every walk I go on, there's a store that closed down and it's a new one up. You would never know it's the same place. Things are changing all the time. What happened to the mom and pop shops that just kept going? They kept going till they died. Which brings us to the final segment. I am, of course, debating a switch into the Mac universe again, and I do wonder, since DaVinci is like making all these changes all the time, is Final Cut Pro very familiar? Do they kibosh your life and just like, oh, this is now Control-Alt-L6 to do that? Like, is it just good? And are there some things that I'm going to miss from DaVinci? That's the real truth. For example, even though this video is been deleted because it was terrible, if I click this and delete to playhead, does it leave this alone? And does it drag this one with it? You saw how that worked. Everything worked good. Can I do this in Final Cut Pro? And then delete to the end the other way if I need? If I'm doing a side-by-side comparison, can I copy these attributes over to this one and just boom, apply it, and then it does it? Or do I have to do some weird shit in Final Cut Pro? And for the audio, can I do per track effects that, like I have all this limiter and stuff like this, the dynamics. So like nothing will ever clip on this track. And then I just drop my audio on, and then all I have to do is raise the volume, and then like everything is compressed and noise reduction all on one track, and I can save that to my intro. So whenever I open my intro to start editing, that audio is already saved. Does Final Cut have something like that? This is my current intro file, and I have all these intros from my other channel, and I only have the one for this because that's all we need. No one will ever get sick of that song, and they don't hate me for it. So like all my intros are there, and I can just choose which one I want. And then all these little things are just color grades for all the wacky different cameras I own for some reason. And so I can just easily, okay, Nikon film, copy that, paste the attributes to something else. Can I do that in Final Cut Pro? Just have my little title with the Apple font there, Mac font. I looked it up and I have it now. So as much as I like DaVinci Resolve, I'm used to it. I'm tired of having my brain rewritten every couple updates, and it's like, now what? You're searching for stuff and nothing makes sense. Is Final Cut better? Because I could see a world where we just dive back into Mac, getting a little 13-inch MacBook for the road, a little maybe studio over here. I don't know, I'm still debating the MacBook Pro stuff. Who knows what to do, but stop getting worse. Everything. We're all, like my channel probably getting worse. I'm living it. I'm living the lie that I'm trying to fight. I focused only on the blurriest background and I forgot to better my craft. That's on me. We're all doing it. In fact, I'm probably creating this outer world that is worse than it was. My show peaked in Thailand. I can never get it back. Oh boy. So fix yourself first. Wow. And then the world will change. I see it now. I see it. So let's all stop sucking at our jobs and try to improve and stop focusing on stupid things like buying new lenses. I'm about to have to leave now, actually, to go buy that lens. How you doing? You donating Bitcoin? I agree that that's a good thing. What else is getting worse? Let me know down there. YouTube used to be so fun. You click on one video and then all the related videos were deeper rabbit holes to dive into related to that video. Now, it's just like fluff meat. Just like, oh, you should watch this probably to make you stupider. No more rabbit holes. What the hell? I'll leave. Nikon, huh? No? Subscribe for more.